The Vice-Chancellor, Federal University of Agriculture at Funaab, Professor Babatunde Kehinde, has called for united efforts to overcome the obstacles hindering Nigeria's progress in achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs), particularly in eradicating hunger and ensuring food security. Speaking at the 2024 annual colloquium of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations (NIPR) Ogun State chapter held in Abeokuta and themed Galvanizing Public and Private Stakeholders Towards Achieving Food Crisis in Nigeria, Public Relations as key driver. Professor Kehinde emphasized that addressing food insecurity in Nigeria required collective responsibility, noting the need for synergy between academia, government and private industries, facilitated by strategic public relations to secure Nigeria's agricultural future.
As regards food security, is aimed at 1. Applying market mechanisms to improve agricultural food systems, thereby reducing food insecurity and enhancing rural development. Recent studies have shown that past collaborations geared towards achieving food security delivered a range of useful innovations, including a selection of new breeding tools, a host of modern improved varieties, and a concerted public-private effort.
On his part, the Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security in Ogun State said to address food insecurity, collective action from both the public and private sector is required. Also speaking, the NIPR Ogun chapter chairperson described the colloquium as a clarion call to action, urging participants to engage deeply and contribute ideas to combat the nation's food crisis.
All of us, from public officers to our private sector players, to engage in agribusiness. And what we are doing in Ogun State to make it easier for newcomers in the agribusiness is that we are forming our farmers into agro-based clusters. So now we have an oil palm cluster, we have a cassava cluster, we have a maize cluster, we have a rice cluster. We are doing this so that they can begin to share resources and cost of production can come down.
With food prices rising to unprecedented level, which have continued to push many families into deeper economic hardships. According to the United Nations, over 25 million Nigerians are currently at risk of facing food insecurity in 2024 alone. This troubling figure represents millions of households unable to access sufficient and nutritious food. And this situation is only being worsened by rising inflation and unpredictable climate conditions.